Andrew, obviously the Suns were in a very different position 12 months ago to where they are now. From an AFL standpoint, where do you think they've come over the past year, and how is the standing of the club now?
Oh, it's going in the right direction. There's no doubt about that. And the other clubs are really aware of them now. So 12 months down the track, they're going to find it harder. I think they're going to improve, but they're going to find it harder because the clubs know after winning 8 games that they've got the talent. It's going to be hard to win here at Demetriou. They know they've recruited pretty well, particularly with Jack Martin coming through. So it's going to be an interesting year for them because there's expectation around the performance of the Gold Coast Suns this year. You know, people talking about can they win 11, 12 games, can they make the finals? So that expectation on shoulders of young men, that'll be an interesting exercise.
You said in November you thought the Gold Coast Suns would sneak into the AFL finals this year. Do you still stand by that bold prediction?
They can, particularly because I just think they'll improve. You're going to see improvement from these lads, and some of them have been here 3 years. They've got 60 games under their belt. Their training's been lifted, their intensity. They've recruited well, as I've said. The coaches are obviously coaching better. So if they improve, you'd think they'd win an extra 2 or 3 games. 11 games can sometimes sneak into the finals.
Are we at the point now where the Suns are no longer an expansion club? Obviously, extended draft picks have gone. Is it a fully fledged club within the AFL now?
We've always said it was an investment, the Gold Coast Suns, like it was for the Giants, and we're going to continue to support the club into the future. It's in a market that suffered a severe financial, economic downturn. I mean, the Gold Coast, probably not like no other city in Australia, has had significant downturn. So whilst it was absolutely appropriate for us to start the team when we started it, we didn't expect it to be culminating with this financial downturn. But look, they've got a great CEO, a great board. They're hitting good numbers off the field.
So moving forward, what can the AFL do for the Gold Coast Suns now that it's not in the position, I guess, of being an expansion club?
Oh, I think we can do lots of things. One is obviously support the club with what it needs to do at grassroots, continue to invest in development through AFL Queensland, produce more talent, grassroots, schools, football, community football, invest in facilities for kids to play in. So from a grassroots level, we can help the club. Marketing perspective, helping promote the game, the AFL can help the club. If it needs to inject more finances into the club, it will, because we've said it's a long-term project to have 2 teams in Queensland.
Talking about trying to penetrate a difficult market, obviously Carmichael Hunt and Gary Ablett are 2 figureheads on the Gold Coast. How important to the AFL is it to maintain those 2 playing for the Suns and being able to utilise them in both on and off-field roles?
I think it's really important, and I hope that the club does keep those 2 fellows you mentioned, Ablett and Hunt, and a lot of the other young talent, Jager, O'Meara, etc., because all the clubs will be coming after, particularly their young talent. But you know, if this club starts winning and keeps improving, it's not going to be that hard to keep these guys.
Just finally, Andrew, the Suns came in under your guidance. What do you see as your legacy for the club, and where do you think the club will be, I guess, in 5 years' time?
Well, I don't see it as a legacy of mine. I mean, I've got to say that with the Suns, it was an incredible effort from our management team and the commission, together with the other 16 clubs, to be honest, who decided to do a hell of a lot of planning, produce a significant investment into a club that has come from nowhere, to start up a club after we asked North Melbourne to come here, and to see what's been achieved from the collective efforts of so many people and a lot of hard work is really rewarding. It's not a legacy of mine, it's a legacy of the industry that 16 clubs put their hand up and supported the introduction of a new club here, allowed the AFL to spend 100 million plus on one club in the Gold Coast Suns, had support of federal, state government, local government to produce a stadium like this, Demetriou. It's been the combined efforts of so many people, and everyone who's had a hand in the Gold Coast Suns formation should be really proud.